Hey everybody, Jason from Joyful Noise. Thanks for watching. Dry practice. So we're going to talk about dry practice. I'm going to do a series here on dry practice, a series of videos. If you ever been in any of my classes or ever hear me talk, I'm a big proponent of dry practice. Dry practice is like 90% of your practice. Most good gunfighters, competition shooters, Navy SEALs, whoever you talk to, they'll tell you that most of their practice is dry practice because you can do all of the weapons manipulation, all of the skills that you need to do. The only thing that live fire does is help you with recoil management and marksmanship. That's about it. Everything else you can do dry. So we're going to do a series on dry practice. So this is the first part of the series. So this first part of the series, we're going to talk about your setup. Setting up to get ready for dry practice. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find a place in your house, in your garage, wherever you're going to do this. It's going to be in a safe manner. You need to have an area where you can hang a target or something. If you have something that you can stop a bullet for some reason that you had a negligent discharge, which you shouldn't. If you follow all these procedures, you should be all right. What I actually have is I have a bulletproof vest that I hang on my wall too. You can pick them up on eBay fairly cheap. Hang that up and you can use that as a target or behind your target. Or if you're down in a basement, you can use the cement wall that you have. Or if you can't find anywhere else, you just got to find a place in your house that beyond the wall, there's nothing that can interfere if a projectile were to discharge. So find a safe place to do this, wherever you're going to find a safe area to be able to do your dry practice. Whatever room you're in, make sure that there's no ammunition in the room at all whatsoever. Take all live ammunition out of the room whatsoever. Check your firearm, check it twice, check it 3 times. Make sure you checked it, checked all your pockets. No ammunition in the room. Then you can bring in your gear into there. We'll go over gear in another video. But you bring in the gear that you're going to have for your dry practice. Getting ready to start dry practice, say out loud, I'm dry practicing, I'm dry practicing, I'm dry practicing. Say it 3 times. I know it sounds goofy, I know it sounds weird, but get in the mode of, okay, I'm in my dry practice mode, okay? So you run through your routine, whatever you're doing. If you're interrupted during your dry practice, stop what you're doing, like you had to go to a phone call or talk to whatever, leave the room, do whatever. When you come back, start at number 1 again. Check the room again, make sure everything is cleared out of the room, no ammunition. I'm dry practicing, I'm dry practicing, I'm dry practicing. Go through your entire routine. Once you're done with your routine, you've done all your practice, you're all done. At that point, stop, and if you're going to put your weapon back into service, if it's your carry weapon, or you're going to put it back in your house loaded, or even if you're not even going to load it back up, say to yourself, this gun is now loaded, this gun is now loaded, this gun is now loaded. Because even if the gun is unloaded, how are we supposed to treat it? Treat all firearms if they're loaded at all times. So now you've come to the point of getting into the mentality of this gun is loaded now. Because a lot of times a lot of people will do is if they don't get out of that, they'll load up their gun and they'll be like, oh, one more draw. Boom! And then it goes off, okay? So just for safety reasons. So you just say out loud, this gun is now loaded, this gun is now loaded, okay? And then you go on through your day. So this gets you into your started part of dry practice. So this is the first step in dry practice. I'm going to do a series of videos here for everyone to watch, and we'll go through some dry practice routines, different equipment that you can use, and different procedures, different methods, and we can get you started because dry practice is a huge thing. All right. If you need some training, come on out to Joyful Noise, and we'll get you some training. Check us out on our website, jntraining.com. This is Jason from Joyful Noise reminding you, need to train to live, live to train. We'll see you all at the range.